So this video we're about to watch, this lady makes admission that she left her husband, she left someone she loved, someone that she admits was her soulmate. She left him. Why? Because she wanted more money. Well, interesting, right? Let's watch and see.
I've been divorced before. My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to work from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally. Every time we saw each other, you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow, so he was your soulmate? He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart. Oh, don't cry, Tim.
I really do feel for her, but I really want to bring this conversation to us. Imagine that you have someone that loves you unconditionally, someone that you know from your heart of heart, you know that she is or he is your soulmate. You know that you're meant to be together. Imagine that you have that person in your life right now. Imagine that. But then that you want more money, and so you step out of that and go look for more money instead of this. So what would you rather, love or money? I think that's something that we ought to interrogate and really talk about. And so this is actually the reason for doing this video. You see, the allure of wealth can cloud our vision, and we can be captivated by material possessions and the desire for more money. We can allow that consume our thoughts and our minds and everything about us, and forget what we already have, and forget that you already have someone who really adores you, someone who really loves you, someone who really can give up themselves for you, and think of these other things. They're sideshows. They only come to distract you from what truly you have, and you never know until you lose it. I think that's a song actually that someone sang, and he said, you only know you've been high when you're feeling low, and you only know you love her when you let her go. That's quite unfortunate, but a very painful reality. People don't realize what they have. People don't realize what is in front of them. They disvalue it only until when it's gone, only until when they don't have it. That's when they realize, wow, that lady was, the love of my life. That guy was the love of my life. I wouldn't want you to be in that situation, because this lady, as we have seen from how she reacted, from her response, and we saw her cry in the end, and that just tells us that she regrets her choice. She regrets what she did, and that's as painful as it is painful, yeah. And I feel for her, but that's where she is right now. But you don't have to get there. You really don't have to make the mistake yourself for you to realize it, because if you do, just like we have seen from her, you will soon realize that the money and the wealth that you have coveted, it doesn't really fill in the void that you will still have in your heart, because you still love your first love, you still love your soulmate. It won't fill that void. And if you choose to do it, you will soon realize that you will have forsaken the true treasure in your life, your soulmate, the love of your life, and there's nothing that can ever replace that. That's why that person sang that you only know you love her when you let her go. It doesn't have to get there. You don't have to let him go for you to realize that you really love him, that he was the best thing that ever happened to you, that he was a gift sent from heaven by God, that he was the person for you. You don't have to get there. These stories, everything that happened around us, they happen to teach us so that the route that someone has taken, if we can avoid it, we can avoid it. And just as we have watched from this video from this woman, actually this story highlights a misconception that can plague both men and women at the same time. You see, society always paints a picture that men are caught or they're trapped between a rock and a hard place. When they work hard and earn little, it may seem insufficient to meet the expectations of their partners. And yet, when they do attain wealth, some individuals still seek fulfillment outside their marriage, blinded by the false allure of material gain. This is a huge dilemma. It is a huge dilemma, and one that can create immense pressure on both men and women, distorting their priorities and values in society. And therefore, as Christians, it is important that we be aware of these traps so that we don't fall into them, because God has a full picture, a full ideal picture for marriage, how he intended the marriage to be like. Genesis 2:24 says, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he shall hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." In this verse, we see a very good depiction of what God intended the marriage to be like, the marriage to look like. Because from this verse, we can clearly see that God designed marriage to be based on love, trust, and commitment. Also, Proverbs 5:18-19 says, "Let your fountain be blessed and rejoice in the wife of your youth. A lovely deer, a graceful doe, let her breast fill you at all times with delight. Be intoxicated always in her love." Now, this verse we just read, it just emphasizes to us the importance of cherishing our spouses, delighting in their love, and remaining faithful to them throughout our lives. If you're in that space right now, I pray that you will not succumb to these societal pressures and misplaced priorities. I pray that you will find contentment in the love of your life, in that marriage that God has given you, that both of you, that you will cherish it, you will guard it, you'll protect it. Yes, there will be challenges. Yes, there will be sometimes where you feel like you're not seeing eye to eye, like she's here and you're here, like the way you talk, you cannot come to terms, you cannot seem to understand each other. That happens. But above all, you know, the marriages that have stood the test of time are those that the couple said, and they sat down and they agreed and they said, "Come what may, we will stand. We will seek a solution. We will talk through it even when we don't feel like we want to talk. We will not throw this to the devil. We will not throw this to the dogs. We will stick together. We'll make sure that this will work, because by God's grace, God designed the marriage and he knew that it can last. It can withstand the test of times. It can withstand the trials and the temptations." And so this is what I pray for you, if you're in that space, that you'll be able to recalibrate your mind, recalibrate your heart. Please seek guidance from the Word of God. Seek guidance from other people, other couples that have gone through this and they've come out the other side, and they've come out the other side in one piece. I pray that you really hang on. I pray that you stick together. I pray that the Lord will help you stick together. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, this is all I have for you today. May the Lord really bless you. See you next time.